What's going on YouTube? It's Kai, back with another video. I got a green screen. I thought that this format of a video would be more so a perfect fit for this green screen, just to test it out. The main thing I really wanted to talk about, from a comment from my very first video. And the comment was essentially talking about my why for doing this. As you guys know, well actually no, you guys don't know. Let's have a little kickback. A little bit about me. The reason why this is called the underdog is because I have always been against the tide. Some things came easier than others, but make no mistake that this is something that I've always fought for. Of course, a little brief overview in my very first video that I made, discussing a lot of the stuff about football, but I guess I want to give you guys a little bit more of an insight to that and what was really going on in my brain. Beginning when it came to this whole football journey thing, my first goal was always making it to college, right? Coming in, I really wasn't the prototypical anything. I didn't even know what I identified as football wise. I played Little League. I stopped playing. I guess it was just because I really wasn't interested in football at the time, the beginning of high school all the way up until my junior year, because I was trying to explore different avenues in my life and I was still figuring out who I was. Of course, now looking back at it, definitely a lot more impactful than I thought it would be. It wouldn't change anything about my past, but at the end of the day, it's just been a journey. Being 16 years old, wanting to play football again, not to mention being homeschooled as well. I wanted to say when I was in 7th grade all the way until I went to college, I was actually homeschooled, so that was one of the biggest challenges, was getting back into sports, but being homeschooled. Playing football at the age of 16, being very late to the party, I had to work 10 times harder. This is where my journey really started. There were two people that I was with before my official senior year began, and they are James and Josh Green. I owe a lot of my progress to them. And the reason why I say that is because if it wasn't for them, I don't think I would be where I was today. They will tell you I really worked my ass off. I would drive over to their house 45 minutes away from where I live, just trying to get better, following them step by step in that path to playing college football. I knew that in my heart that this is what I wanted to do, and my dedication preceded everything. And that's when I really started to understand how I have this underdog spirit where I really don't give up no matter how much the tide is pushed against me. I definitely wouldn't be where I am today as a football player, as a person in general. I learned a lot being around them and being around people who are very like-minded. Just a brief overview of how my high school experience was. That's where also my love for design started coming in. I went to Rollins College camp and started understanding what I love doing as far as outside of football. I started with the love of video games, understanding the craft. So I would go to these camps every year during the summer, and that's when I wanted to be a game designer. And I wanted to go to a school that complemented both. I never thought it was impossible to have the best of both worlds, like be able to play football and be able to be this person who loves game design and who loves arts. I get a scholarship to a school up in Detroit called Lawrence Tech University. They gave me a scholarship to be a linebacker. All the athletes out there, I really want them to know that scholarship is a scholarship. You could be going to a school and having to pay everything, but then if a school gives you any type of scholarship, you definitely earned that. It's definitely an earned thing, whether that's a partial scholarship, whether that's a PWO, whether that's anything like that. Going into my first year in college and playing football and experiencing so many things, when I changed my role to running back, because I understood that if I really wanted to make it to the league, or I wanted to make it in a professional level, I'm gonna have to be something that is not defensive, unless I was a safety. But I didn't really feel comfortable at safety. I felt like my natural position was running back. Of course, now I restart. I restart all over. Start from the bottom, relearn everything that I was being taught as a defensive player. I had to transfer that over to being an offensive player. That's really what I did for years, for every summer when I came home, rewiring myself and like, bro, this is something that I really want to do, and I'm gonna do anything that I can just to be the best. There was a lot of ups and downs going through school. I feel like the work I was putting in wasn't being recognized as a football player. I feel like I wasn't being utilized enough. My dad said, why don't you just leave? Why don't you just transfer? But then I thought that I'm also here to get a degree. I knew that there was a unique opportunity to get my degree and pursue both passions. So I stuck it out. Going through the 5 years, my love for design grows. I'm veering off into the path of graphic design, videography, and stuff like that. But I also love game design still at the time. I just knew that graphic design was something that I loved a lot more and something that I worked on a lot more. So it really was a no-brainer for me what I wanted to do when I left school. I start looking at a lot of different jobs and doing a lot of different things, and I'm here now being a editor and still pursuing my dream. Why? You know, why am I sitting here when I'm very perfectly capable of really like just being a full-time editor, graphic designer? Why am I still here pursuing the dreams? I know that I could do so much more outside of football. The answer is really simple, actually. The answer is because I love it. That's it. All those struggles I would never take back. All those times that I ran suicides, gassers, the bonding, I love it. When you get with your old teammates, you don't ever talk about the wins. You talk about the workouts, the spring conditioning, waking up at 4:30 in the morning, the meetings, the funny moments. You don't really dwell on the wins as much as you reminisce over the hard times, because that's really what brought you together. Yeah, I could always quit, you know, but that's not in my nature. I think I won't quit for a while, actually. Do I love editing? Do I love video making? Do I love graphic design? Of course I do. There's always that identity. That's the game, you know. There's always that love, that passion. There's that teamwork, that bonding, especially when you're with people that you click with, that I think is so different. And that I think it gives me such a rush, and it gives me such adrenaline just even thinking about it. It almost makes me emotional to a state where it's like, this is why I never will quit right now. I'm not in a position where I'm ready to quit. I'm not ready to leave the game. I feel like I got to give the game so much more. I love the funny moments. I love the gaming videos. I love shooting videos. I love taking videos. I love talking to y'all. There's nothing more that I love than football, because the game did so much for me, and I feel like that I have so much to give in return, you know? All that hard work that I put in, all that character building, it made me who I am today. And I think that my journey is still not done when it comes to football. You can pursue your passion in sports, but then also pursue your passion outside of sports. I know that sports doesn't last forever. I understand to take advantage of the time that I have right now. I'm gonna give my all in football. I'm gonna give my all in graphic design, because that's just the person that I am. I will never quit. I love something, I put my all in it. I don't quit until my body gives out. And I can tell you right now, my body and my mental are as strong as they probably will ever be. That's really my why. My why is my love, my genuine love. While you guys see all these are some great videos. The quality is definitely going up. I'm getting more equipment. I'm still working. I'm still at the field. I'm at the gym every day, training, perfecting my craft. When I'm not playing football, I'm editing, I'm working, graphic design, making a little bit of money, using that to go to different camps. I have a CFL camp coming up next month, December 10th, and that will be vlogged. That's what we're preparing for. It's my next goal, it's my next mission. Let's talk video type vibe, just so y'all can understand where my head is at. That's it for me. I just really wanted to give y'all my why. So this has been Kai, just a little personal video that I wanted to show you, that I wanted to give y'all, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all have a little bit more insight to my mentality. Got that dog in me. Thank y'all for watching. If you made it all the way through, leave a like, leave a follow, share this video to someone who, you know, maybe needs some motivation. A lot of athletes are in the same position. Until the next video, peace.